Taurus, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here. Okay, we're going to get messages out before I even get a sentence out. So let's see what else needs to come out. Tell me about your past. Trust. I'm getting a very trusting energy from you right now. It's this almost surrender to whatever is transpiring, whatever is changing in your life right now. It just feels like you're ready to embrace and trust whatever is going to be in your best interest. Looking for signs, looking for any kind of guidance here from the universe. When I look at the bottom of the deck here and I get the Death card, that Scorpio energy may or may not be significant, but it is about death and rebirth. It is about a new beginning. A transformation is taking place. And this feels like you're in this acceptance phase where you want to embrace the new. You're ready to let go of the old, and you really just are looking for anything that's going to be in your best interest. It's not about holding on to something just for the sake of holding on to it or because you feel some sort of attachment to the past. I'm definitely not getting that sense at all. I'm getting the opposite, actually, that you're ready to just put it behind you. And so I like how this is showing up and the way that it's showing up for you. Current energy. So really, it's all three cards at the same time. So we have the Four of Cups, Ten of Wands, and the Three of Cups. I'm definitely getting a sense that there was somebody around you that put you into, I don't want to say it was an awkward situation, but they put you into a position to take on more responsibility than what you were willing or even really wanted to take up. I'm just getting this sense of, it's these two cards specifically. It's the Four and the Three of Cups that are really kind of catching my eye right now. So if you look at the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups is all about disappointment, but you notice that he's not focused on the Three Cups. He's really kind of looking off, kind of straight ahead, and actually doesn't even see this offer until it's almost right in front of him. And the reason why is because what happened here with a group of friends, because these Three Cups are these Three Cups. And so something happened here with a group of friends or people that you care about. So that could be family, could be anybody that's really close to you. There was something that happened here that maybe created a lot of additional work for you, a lot of extra responsibilities on your plate, picking up more than your fair share, absolutely, for sure. And so there's something, I'm getting that this offer that's coming towards you is actually the universe. The universe is trying to show you something right now to help you alleviate some of these burdens and responsibilities, really distance yourself from the past, from these things, because I'm getting a sense of you kind of did it, and you might have done it once out of some sort of gratitude or just being very gracious, and then all of a sudden it became your responsibility, and you don't know where that line crossed, and where all of a sudden something that you were doing just because you were being nice became something that you were almost responsible for doing. And that doesn't feel very good, and it feels like it was driven by some sort of friendship or commitment to another person that was just, I'm trying to find the right word for how I'm feeling. You just feel taken advantage of, is really how you're coming across in the way that I feel. Somebody took advantage of a situation, and what you're doing right now is trying to find a way to distance yourself from it so that you don't have to go through this again, and find that right kind of boundary to set with this person or maybe group of people so that you don't kind of end up in that space again. And this is where the universe is going to intervene with some sort of way to show you how to get out of this. It's going to require strength. That's what's showing up and what you need to focus on. And so what this indicates is that this might be somebody that's really close to you, and you might feel really obligated to this person on a level. And what this strength card represents is that you're going to have to really dig deep and find a way to be firm with this person, or have that kind of difficult conversation to say, like, I am more than willing to help you, but I can't be your crutch. Like, I can't be that codependent person. You can't run to me every time that you have an issue. It feels like it's that kind of conversation or that kind of boundary that you need to set with this person. Three of Swords is showing up in your past here. And so there was some sort of heartbreak. I'm getting a strong sense of there might have been some sort of heartbreak or something that happened to you in the past. And this person, or maybe it's a group of people, were really supportive, really helped you through a difficult time. And so you really wanted to return the favor. And so when something happened and somebody else needed your assistance, you stepped in, you helped. But then somewhere along the line, the boundaries became very blurry and it just became your responsibility. And that just doesn't feel like what you had initially intended. You intended to do something very gracious and generous, and it just didn't go that way. In your strength position, we have the Four of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Four of Wands is a reason to celebrate. The Wheel of Fortune, positive turn of events. It feels like whatever stability that you're trying to recapture, you will. Whatever you're trying to do with this person or maybe even group of people, because there does seem to be some sort of conversation, it's actually going to go a lot better than you think. When you actually put the words out there, that's when it becomes real to this other person, the impact that it's had, or maybe how much time these responsibilities really took you away from maybe other things that you needed to do or should have been doing, something along those lines. But I like how it's showing up as a strength because this does indicate that you're going to be able to navigate this pretty successfully. The Hanged Man is showing up in your near future. So this is about seeing things from a different perspective. I don't want to say that this person and this situation here is a test, but it is going to open you up to experiencing more. And it's really the word more. There's like it's like a breath of fresh air, breathing life into something. It feels like this is going to open you up to see things from a different perspective and really maybe find a way to get in front of it going forward so that you're not ending up in the same position that you're in right now, which feels a lot like you're backed into a corner. When I look at the external influences here, I'm getting the Star with the Six of Pentacles. So the Star, Aquarius energy, this is all about healing. It's going after your goals, your dreams, your wishes, all of that with the Six of Pentacles showing up. And so this is that card of generosity. And so there's a healing that's connected to being open and available to going after what you want and then maybe helping other people. There's a healing element to it. There's part of you that feels like this is something that you want to do for other people and almost feel compelled to do for other people. And maybe that's how you ended up in the situation you're in right now because you're just that kind of person. But regardless, there's a way to do this that also allows you to honor yourself and really prioritize yourself. And it feels like this is what you're being guided to do right now. The Five of Pentacles is showing up in your hopes or fears position. So this is about letting something go, leaving something behind, leaving it out in the cold. And it feels like it's all those burdens and responsibilities, to be honest. In your potential outcome here is the Empress energy. So this is Venus. This is the ruler of your sign. And so the Venus energy showing up here does indicate that you're going to transform. Very similar to this Death energy here. I see you going from like this darkness into this light. Things are going to work out better than you think they will. Let's get some additional detail here. With the Four of Cups, the Three of Cups, Ten of Wands, I'm getting the Seven of Wands. You're going to stand up for yourself. You're in this space right now and it feels almost like you're backed into a corner because you really feel like, I have no other option. I need to speak up. I need to say something. I need to do something. I can't let this continue, not in the way that it's been going, because it's really just not going to work for me anymore. With the Strength card, I'm getting the Two of Wands. It's your approach to the situation here that actually makes it so much better. When you sit there and you figure out, okay, how do I say this to another person? How do I make it clear what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, and the direction that I want to go? Focusing on the future, focusing on the potential in the situation, because it can go one of two ways. You can either come at this person and say like, you're really backing me into a corner, all the negative things, and the person's going to respond in a negative way and it might damage the relationship. And if that's not your intent, then really you're flipping it around and you're saying, look, I really see the potential here. I really think highly of you. It's about making sure both of us get what we need out of this relationship, whatever the relationship is, friendship, family, whatever it is. And so it's about digging deep, finding that connection, finding a way to really help the other person understand the impact that all of these additional responsibilities have had on you, and that maybe that codependency is really just not working for you. And it's about finding a better way of communicating and working with this person, but that will cascade into other relationships in your life too. It's not just about the one. With the Three of Swords, I'm getting the High Priestess. The High Priestess, it's a lot of spiritual energy connected to the High Priestess. She also keeps things to herself. And with that Three of Swords, I'm just getting the sense of, in the past, when you were really looking for help and guidance here, I'm trying to tap into this High Priestess energy, and she's very closed off. And so there's something where you were keeping things to yourself here. You weren't really open around maybe the real impact that this was having on you, or maybe the depths of this kind of sadness and disappointment and heartbreak that you went through in the past. And you kept a lot of it to yourself, but the people closest to you understood how it was impacting you. And this is where they were being very generous with you. But you were still kind of in this healing phase when this other person then turned around and needed something from you. And because it was so new, it was so fresh, and that you thought, okay, well, you've really helped me out through a difficult time. So now my turn to repay you that favor. And so this is where you were really kind of almost fighting against your instincts to do it, because you still knew that you needed to work on yourself, but you were willing to do what it took to help somebody who helped you. And so that's the energy that I'm picking up here. And it feels like that's what you want to communicate to the other person, is that you picked up all these responsibilities at a time that maybe it wasn't in your best interest. And it prevented you from doing all the healing that you wanted to do. Yeah. Four of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and there's the Three of Cups showing up here, clarifying the both. And so this is where things are improving here in the connection, where you are going to find a way to really work with this person or this group of people and find some sort of common ground, a reason to celebrate, a positive turn of events, growth and expansion. It does come down to the way that you approach it, and it feels like you're taking it from this is what was happening to me, and this is how deeply it affects me, and how maybe it's prevented you from really seeing the progress in your own life that you were trying to pursue. And it feels like when you phrase it and come at it from that perspective, the other person's going to understand much more than if you had taken the negative mindset approach. Hanged Man, clarified by the star. So that Aquarius energy showing up again, but clarifying the Hanged Man, it allows you to see things from that different perspective, really helps you to get clear on what your goals are, what it is that you're trying to accomplish and achieve here. With the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting the Ten of Cups. Yep, so Ten of Cups, long-term emotional fulfillment. This is what you want. It is connected to that star card out here. And so I like how this is playing out, because that Six of Pentacles, what the universe is trying to do is get you to open up, be more generous, but in a way that honors who you are. You don't have to sacrifice your own self-care in order to help somebody else out. With the star, I'm getting the Ace of Swords, and that's exactly what it is. The Ace of Swords does represent healthy boundaries. It's one of those clarifying cards. It's all about a new beginning, initiating something here that aligns with what you want, but it gives you an opportunity to really heal. Clear the air, figure it all out, set those healthy boundaries so that you can go in that direction. You can kind of move forward with this person in this relationship and not harbor any resentment or animosity because you're not able to do what you need to for yourself here. With the Five of Pentacles, I'm getting the Justice card. So Libra energy, letting something go, really putting it in the past, does open you up to feeling balanced. I love it, feeling balanced. And you know that, and that's a lot of the reason why you want to have the conversation, why you want to move in this direction. Clarifying the Empress is the World. I love this. So the World is the completion of a cycle. And so this really is about your transformation. That Venus energy, There's something where you're going to be able to kind of start taking a different approach with this person. Venus energy, Venus, because it rules relationships, it rules all relationships. So it's about bringing harmony and balance into a connection with another person. It's bringing people together. I like it. I like it because you are putting the past behind you. So Taurus, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.